Good morning, Golden Line family.
Good morning.
I am Frank D. Dorsey II, Dean for Student Involvement and Leadership here at the University of Arkansas at Pine Bluff, and I am so elated that you can join us this morning for our grand reopening and ribbon cutting ceremony for the L.A. Davis Senior Student Union. First on our agenda this morning, we will have a welcome from Courtney Jackson, Director of the L.A. Davis Senior Student Union, and facility highlights and acknowledgments by Carla M. Martin, our Vice Chancellor for Finance and Administration. Following Dr. Martin, we will have a student reflection from our SGA President, Trent Wills, and of course, our remarks from our Chancellor, Dr. Lawrence B. Alexander. Mr. Jackson.
Good morning, and I welcome you again. I'm Courtney Jackson, Director of the L.A. Davis Student Union. I'm very, very excited about today and the days to come with this beautiful renovation that is taking place in this building. It's been a pleasure to work here and work with the students and work with the staff and the administration with developing what you see today. Throughout my tenure here, I've done a lot of work in reading about the history of this building, the history of the institution. So in your spare time, come by and see me. We can have some coffee and sit and chat. I welcome you again, and let's have a great time. Thank you.
Good morning. Good morning. I am not as blessed vertically as those before me. So let me say to you, thank you very, very much for being here. I am Carla Martin. I'm the Vice Chancellor for Finance and Administration here at the fantastic University of Arkansas at Pine Bluff. And it is another great day here in the Pride. So, my task is to tell you a little bit about this space and this place in which we convene today. Now, two things came to mind when I received my responsibility. And many of you may be familiar with this very special, fantastic, renowned book that offers two sentiments. One, without the vision, the people perish. You've heard that before, and you know from which it comes. The second thing I thought about was the fact that you have to write the vision and make it plain. Those were the instructions given. And that is how and why we are in this space today. So I want to start off by acknowledging Dr. Lawrence B. Alexander for having a vision to transform this space. And then bringing in the wonderful minds to help write that vision in order to be able to execute the vision. And so I want to start by first thanking Dr. Alexander. Where'd you go? There you are, I see you. Thank you, sir, for your vision for this space. And then I want to thank UAPB's own Mr. Terrell Langley, who is our Director of Facilities Planning. Where's Mr. Langley? There you go. Mr. Langley is part of the crew to help make the vision plain. Then there were some external experts that we brought to the table. And I will start with AMR Architects. And I want those individuals to wave their hands if they are here. I know they are. With the exception of Mr. Adam Day. There's Kate East, who is here. Thank you, Kate. There is Heather Davis, who is here. And there is James Sullivan, who is here. Those are the minds that help create this space. Then there are some individuals that have to take that, the drawings, the plans, and then they've got to make it happen. And that's where CDI Contractors comes in. Blake Esteban, wave your hand, Blake. Blake is here. Then you've got Blake Helm, Esteban Rodriguez, and Liz Rodriguez. Those three individuals are the people who said, we're going to make this space happen. So what did they make happen, you ask? Well, we did some musical chairs downstairs for starters. For those who've been here for a while, you know that downstairs we had our bookstore initially on the left-hand side of the facility and a grand ballroom on the right-hand side of the facility. Not anymore. Today we have a beautifully renovated bookstore that's on the right-hand side of the facility, and we brought in printing services and mail services from two separate areas across the campus and put them in one space. Now they can operate more effectively and efficiently. There's also wonderful automated automatic lockers that are downstairs, which afford students the privilege to be able to get their packages in mail and not have to wait on the mail center to be open. Then let's come upstairs and let's talk about what's up here. You see there's a beautiful conference room right there. There's another beautiful conference room over there. We've got an executive conference room that is also upstairs. We have a suite for the Union Programming Board, the yearbook, and the Arkansasser. We've got the director of the union, his office. The assistant director's union is it. The assistant director of the union has an office in this space. We've got 6 gender-friendly restrooms. We've got 2 SGA suites. We've got a multimedia studio and a computer lab all in this space. So what do we expect to happen here? In this modular furniture, we expect to see the 3 C's take place on this campus. And I see one of Dr. Davis Sr.'s family members here. And so although we never had the privilege, he and I, to get to know one another, I believe he stood for 3 things, and that's where the 3 C's comes in. I believe he expected for young people to convene, and so that's what we are to do in this space. We are to convene the university's talented student body with the expectation that they collaborate with one another. And from that collaboration, we expect them to create impactful change. So those are the 3 C's that we expect to take in this place based upon what Dr. Lawrence A. Davis Sr. would have envisioned in this, his union. So it is a pleasure to welcome you. I'm excited to see the things that will transpire in this space. And I hope that everyone will take advantage of the newly reopened and renovated L.A. Davis Student Union. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for allowing me to share those tidbits about the facility highlights and acknowledging those who had an instrumental and integral part in getting us to this point. Thank you very much.
So good morning and thank you for joining us on this special occasion. I am Trent Wills and I currently serve as the Executive President of the 102nd Administration of the Student Government Association. So I am honored to have led this university as the president during the 150th year. Without students, we don't have a university. And it's together with students that we have created the memories that we are able to share together. Today, we are gathered to cut the ribbon on the newly remodeled L.A. Davis Student Union, named after one of our esteemed leaders who had the true vision for our institution. This building is for the students, and we ask that with this building, that you take pride in the protection of your space, take pride in the education and the institution. As you walk the halls of this building, remember the long-lasting memories and friendships you will create within this space. The Student Union has undergone many changes, and for the past 4 years, and now for the first time in 4 years, students will be able to take care of this space. The Student Government Association, I urge you to always be there for students and uphold the Constitution of the University of Arkansas Pine Bluff. As our preamble reminds us to provide an official representative student organization and investigate student problems and take appropriate actions and promote effective representation and responsible student participation in governance of the university. Promote academic excellence and quality education and provide an official voice through an official which students' opinions may be expressed. So we thank you all for being here during our grand opening, and thank you so much for your time here.
Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to the grand reopening of the L.A. Davis Senior Student Union. It is an honor and a great pleasure to greet you on this historic day in the life of the University of Arkansas at Pine Bluff. It has been a long journey to get to this day, so I am glad that we're finally here. We are honored to have with us today for this grand reopening our trustee emeritus, Dr. Stephen Broughton. Dr. Broughton. was reminiscing with us a few minutes ago on some of the good old days when he was a student here and got lots of use out of this building. I will not share those stories, Dr. Brown. That's between you and me. We are delighted as well to welcome all of you, members of our executive cabinet, members of our Foundation Fund Board, our faculty, staff, students, alumni of UAPB, public officials, community supporters, my family, my wife Veronica. This celebration would not be possible without the hard work of many individuals and an incredible team effort. My sincere thanks to the members of the facilities management team and the Division of Finance and Administration, the Office of Student Involvement and Leadership, the Division of Student Affairs, and for the planning committee that was led by the Division of Institutional Advancement. Thanks to all of you, and my thanks. I know Dr. Martin has already acknowledged the work of our contractors. My thanks to AMR and CDI. Let's give them a round. At this reopening, we honor the transformation of the student union that was built in 1951 and has undergone renovation and repurposing in 2 phases over the last 4 years. Our thanks to the Arkansas Natural and Cultural Resources Council for its funding of phase 1 of the renovation in 2018, which consisted of the exterior facade restoration, re-roofing, waterproofing, and enhanced energy conservation improvements. And we thank our trustees and the system president, Dr. Bobbitt, for their approval of our plans in phase 2 of the project for renovating and upgrading the interior of the building and adding the building's first elevator. We hope you get to see the quality and greater functionality that has been combined with the historic features of this building. We hope you take a moment to observe and appreciate the memorial to former President L.A. Davis Sr., for whom this building is named. It is located along the interior of the wall of the stairwell of the building, right over here. While we celebrate this reopening, let's get ready for the construction and opening of phase 3 of the Student Union project. It is known as the Student Engagement Center. At $36 million, it is the largest project in university's history. We anticipate that work starting shortly. I'm looking at my experts in the room. We anticipate that work starting shortly. Yes. And it will be completed once started in another 16 to 18 months. But with this student union, it's more than just a building. It's the heart and soul of our campus, a vibrant hub of activity, a place where memories are made, friendships are forged, ideas are exchanged. It's a place where students come together to study, to socialize, to engage in meaningful dialogue with one another. And it's a symbol of our commitment to providing our students with the resources and facilities that they need to thrive both in and out of the classroom. UAPB continues to upgrade and improve its facilities. Based on a facilities plan that was unveiled several years ago, our master plan. Over the last 11 years, we have been entrepreneurial and innovative in identifying funding for some $170 million in projects. More than half of that work, some $80 million, has been completed. We are an institution that is student-focused, success-driven, and mission-based. Therefore, all of our efforts are appropriately geared toward improving the students' retention and graduation rates. Thus far, UAPB has moved from a 23% graduation rate in 2016 to more than 40% graduation rate today. Thank you for all you do to help UAPB move the needle on student success. You are essential to the development and enhancement of our students at UAPB. Your donations and support make a huge difference at UAPB. Moreover, we're gearing up for an increase in student body in the fall. Somebody say increase.
Increase.
As of today, we have more than 6,000 applications for the fall. Yeah, he said 6,000 applications for the fall. That's the highest number of applications we've had in 5 years. And it's nearly 60% more than the number that applied last year at this time. So we're looking to convert many of those applicants into students to increase our overall enrollment, which is good for the university, is good for Pine Bluff, and it's good for Arkansas. Somebody shout increase. Increase. Because of the vested interest in our alumni, faculty, staff, stakeholders, community supporters, we're on a path to reaching greater heights for our university and, more importantly, for our students. Now let's enjoy the reopening of the newly renovated L.A. Davis Senior Student Union. It may be cloudy outdoors, but our Golden Lion pride is shining brightly. Students, make great use of this space and enjoy it immensely. Go Lions!
Thank you so much again for your attendance, and thank you, Dr. Alexander, for your remarks. As a student who was here 11 years ago when you arrived to campus, I really want to say I appreciate you for keeping your promises over the years, and this is definitely one of those promises, and the best is yet to come as we work on phase 3. Next, we will move over to the ribbon cutting. As you know, this was originally planned to be an outdoor event, but there's something going on outside to nurture the ground, so we're going to do the ribbon cutting up here. And I'm going to invite Ms. Courtney Strickland to help organize the official photos. So if you all just be patient with us as we get through those moments, I really appreciate it. After the ribbon cutting, we're going to have the self-guided facility tour where you can walk around upstairs. Our offices are open. My office does not have any decorations in it right now. But just try to grasp the vision of what this place will be like in the fall, as it is truly the living room of the university, the heartbeat of campus, the incubator for student leadership. Thank you.